books and coffee cups here on the table. This is great. This is Lisa Kenner. She's a librarian with the Albuquerque-Bernalillo County Library Genealogy Center, which is a mouthful. But every Tuesday, you guys have this very awesome day where anybody can go in and basically research their genealogy.
That's right. The Genealogy Center is on the second floor of the main library downtown. A lot of people don't realize that Albuquerque has this wonderful resource for free genealogy assistance.
That's really
cool. So if someone's interested in connecting with their family history, it's a great place to go. We have over 30,000 books. This is some of the kinds of materials that we have there. We have city directories for Albuquerque going back to the late 1880s.
Wow.
We've got yearbooks. This is a yearbook from Albuquerque High School, 1910.
Oh, wow.
For one of the first classes of Albuquerque High School.
I might have some family in there.
You might.
Yeah.
People have donated a lot of yearbooks to us, and families love to come in and check out those yearbooks.
I'm sure.
And kids think it's just hilarious to look at their parents with the shoulder pads and the big glasses.
Oh, absolutely. The Throwback Thursday photos we all wish we could hide. Yeah.
Right. They're all right there for everybody to see.
You can find all of those at the library.
Public library, that's right.
Yes.
That's
Director
right.
Dan, what do you say we have a Tuesday, we go down there and then we find funny pictures of our parents and show them?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sounds like a plan, right? Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
And then maps and things.
Historic maps, databases, a computer lab with special databases on there for people to use for genealogy research.
And this strikes me as an entirely different kind of branch of library science.
It's fascinating. You know, I love that it brings together history, it brings together families. We have wonderful volunteers at the Genealogy Center from the Albuquerque Genealogical Society and the New Mexico Genealogical Society who have so many years of experience doing genealogy research, and out of the goodness of their hearts and their passion for doing this kind of research, they'll come in and help people out with their research.
Very cool. So I'm a fan of those TV shows that say, like, you know, they take the one celebrity and they find out who they're related to. And
who do you think you are? Finding your roots, those kinds of things.
And I love those, and they're fun to watch because all of a sudden you're like, that dude's related to whoever, and it's always a surprise.
Yeah.
And it seems like it only happens to celebrities, but do you find that that kind of surprise happens to the rest of us too?
People really light up when they see their family in documents. We have all of the census records from 1940 going back every 10 years. We have access to Mexican census records, Canadian, UK, a lot of records from all over the world. So when you find your family and you see where they're living, you see their connection to history, military records, immigration and passenger information, it really gives you a sense of
place.
Place, identity, that your family was part of history. It's a great intergenerational project to do with kids.
I'm sure, yeah.
It really brings history alive for people, and it teaches research skills, critical thinking. You have to think about this document, where did it come from, who created it, how reliable is it?
Yeah, just because it's in a library doesn't necessarily mean it's reliable, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or especially on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And there's more information all the time on the internet about families, but you want to see the documents to prove that there really is this connection.
Right. Well, when I see the services online, when they say we'll trace back your family 6 generations or something, is this the kind of research those folks do to find all that out?
Yeah, the way it works is you start out by documenting what you know about yourself, your parents, your grandparents, where they were born, where they've lived, and then from there you just move back. So sometimes people try to start, they have some family story that they're related to Thomas Jefferson or something, and they want to start with that person and then
go forward,
move toward themselves, and that doesn't work. You start with yourself and work back, and there are charts you can use to do that.
How often do people come in and they say, I'm related to Thomas Jefferson, and then you're like, sorry. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Does it happen a lot?
It happen.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, there may not be the connection you think.
Yeah.
And those family stories, that's a fun thing to check out. Is this family story, how much of it is true? How much of it is just developed over the years?
Right. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
And then this map is beautiful.
We have wonderful historic maps, both with there's databases where you can look at maps, and then we also have some nice maps at the library.
So you can go back and look at the historical map of the historical town where your family was 500 years ago, and then say they lived right about here.
Right, right.
It's amazing.
We have about 7 databases that you can use for free with your library card that are related to genealogy research. Many of them you can use from home, like there's digital Sanborn maps where you can look at cities and towns in the United States. They were done for fire insurance purposes, so they're on a really large scale. You can see what the building was made out of, how it was plotted on the land, if it was adobe or brick, or how many stories it was, what businesses were nearby. One of the really great things you can do with your library card is use Ancestry, which that's the database you see in all those shows that you were talking about, like Finding Your Roots.
Yeah, and free access to that with your library card?
Yeah, all you have to do is go to any of the libraries in town. You can use it on your own personal computer. You could use it on the library's computers. And that gives you access to just like 7,000 databases, 300 billion images.
Wow.
All those records. Normally you'd have to pay about $20 a month for that service. You can use it for free with your library card. And there's a bunch of other databases too that you could even use from home with your library card that you would normally have to pay a subscription for.
I love that. Well, let's check in with our buddies at the food truck. You'll stick around with us and try some food truck food?
Definitely.
Excellent. Because I think he's out there making us some sandwiches is what it is. I know he just finished baking the croissants just a bit ago. It's looking delicious. We can't wait to talk to him about the food truck. It's got the truck itself actually has a pretty cool story too. We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew, and we'll check out our friends in the parking lot.